Good morning, Hoosiers, and welcome to Paper News 24/7, brought to you by the Paper of Montgomery County online in living color from the paper's control room in downtown Crawfordsville. I'm Stu Clampett with your top headlines for Friday, March 18th, 2011. Today's news is brought to you in part by the Indiana Poison Center. National Poison Prevention Week is March 20th through the 26th, but unintentional poisonings happen every day of the year. If you have a poisoning emergency in your home, call the Indiana Poison Center at 1-800-222-1222. In our top story today, one family lost everything in an apartment fire on State Road 25 north of Waynetown on Wednesday night. According to police information, the fire was reported around 9:07 p.m. That apartment was destroyed, one sustained much damage, and a third was also damaged. That's according to Red Cross Chapter Director Denise Maxwell. She said she was not aware of any injuries. She also said they're doing everything they can to make sure that those families have clothing and funds for food. Maxwell said the Red Cross was not allowed to release the names of the victims, and attempts to contact the Waynetown Fire Department were unsuccessful. If you would like to help, you can call the Red Cross at 362-4516. In other news, 10 North Montgomery mass media students and film students recently got a unique opportunity to attend Student Television Network National Convention in Orlando, Florida. As part of the convention, they participated in several contests. The first contest was a stressful day of making a movie in just 16 hours. This is the third year that Charter TV has attended the Nationals and has placed fourth in the nation or higher in 3 categories. Next year's Nationals will be held in Dallas, Texas. State Senator Phil Boots joined Senate lawmakers in voting 48-0 this week to approve legislation creating a new state initiative to help young entrepreneurs become first-time employers and, in turn, provide jobs for Hoosiers. House Bill's 1251's Young Entrepreneurs Program would be an established part of the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. Boots is an owner of the Paper of Montgomery County. Through the end of the NCAA tournament, paper trivia questions will be all about basketball. If you're a basketball trivia buff, just click on this tile on our homepage, go to the paper trivia section, and if you answer the question correctly, you could win. We'd like to offer our congratulations to Crawfordsville High School's Hannah Chamblers, who is the first in state competition in Letters About Literature, a national program sponsored by the Library of Congress. There have been many letters to the editor from local writers about public education here and across the state. If you want to read what other people are writing in their local newspapers, check out the Cool Clicks section of our website, thepaper24-7.com. Cool Clicks is found on the right navigation bar. Frank Phillips' guest this week on Frankly Speaking is Crawfordsville Parks and Recreation Director Roger Neal. Frankly Speaking can be found under webcast on the top navigation bar of our website. Paper News 24/7 is brought to you in part by the Indiana Poison Center. Children act fast, so do poisons. Call the Indiana Poison Center at 1-800-222-1222 for poison prevention tips. The Poison Center provides free treatment and prevention advice 24 hours a day. Local weather with Paul Poteet and local sports with Candace Rohrman are both up next.
Bad wrecks happen to good people. That's why people take their wrecks to the good people at Gould's Body and Paint in Crawfordsville. Gould's will work with your insurance company to provide an accurate quote of your needed repairs. Then the I-CAR Gold Class specialists take over, restoring your vehicle to good as new. Gould's will service any make, any model, any type, or amount of damage. Just remember our motto. At Gould's Body and Paint, our business is a wreck.
It's Friday's Indiana Weather Almanac. I'm meteorologist Paul Poteet, Indiana's weatherman, direct from Studio B, and sponsored by Gould Body and Paint. Diana and Don slipping me a couple of bucks every week to bring you the latest forecast. The least you can do is give them a call. The number is 364-1067. That's 364-1067. Gould Body and Paint, where their business is a wreck. Did you enjoy yesterday? Hope you had a chance to get out there. I think I have the first minor sunburn of the season. And I'm skipping the razor today. I hope you'll forgive that. It is Friday, after all. And, you may be a little tired yourself after your St. Patrick's Day festivities. Temperatures easily got into the low 70s. Our forecast, you'll recall, yesterday was the upper 60s to around 70. Mother Nature said no problem, and we came within 2 degrees of breaking, or at least tying, the official St. Patrick's Day record in Indianapolis, where the high hit 74. So today is inevitably going to be kind of a come down after yesterday, but keep in mind that we're still about 8 degrees above average, with an afternoon high temperature expected around 60. Here's a look at some of the other numbers in the area for today. You can see some upper 50s to right around 60 degrees, about 59 in the Lafayette and Frankfort areas. So temperatures stay on the up and up. It's just going to seem quite a bit different. Boy, one thing that'll be different today also are the temperatures and the wind speeds. Yesterday we had peak gusts up around 40 miles an hour in both Lafayette and Indianapolis. Not so much today. We do have a weather map that shows you a low pressure back out to the west. Now, eventually, this weekend, that area of low pressure is going to pull a warm front toward us and bring us rain chances on Sunday, followed by 60s again on Monday and Tuesday before it does turn cooler. Cool enough for some snow today in some of the mountains of Colorado, also southwestern Nebraska. Back into, say, the western part of the U.S., there will be higher elevation snow stretching along the Cascades all the way down into the Sierra Nevada of California. Well, we're not going to get any snow accumulating anytime soon, but I do think there will be some snow showers in the forecast for Montgomery County by later Wednesday, perhaps into Thursday of next week. But if you look at the 6 to 10 day outlook overall, we don't expect any big below normal outbreak, but it's just going to be relatively and briefly cooler as we get into the second part of next week. Temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days are going to be near normal, but the precipitation will be above normal. So we'll keep an eye on that. Overall, we've certainly enjoyed the last few days. The next couple of days have some changes in our extended forecast from paulpoteet.com. First of all, today up around 60 for your high temperature, then into the 50s this weekend. We've taken the rain chance out of today's forecast. There may be some showers around south of Indianapolis, but otherwise I think we stay dry until Sunday. There is a chance of showers on Sunday as the warm front moves through. Then scattered showers and thunderstorms will be the rule. Just a slight chance on Monday, probably a little better chance on Tuesday. There you see the 60s back in the forecast. And then cooler, only around 50 on Wednesday, and maybe barely getting out of the 40s by Thursday of next week. And again, it's possible that we'll see some rain and snow showers around Wednesday night going into Thursday. Things change, don't they? You want to make sure you keep up. Visit paulpoteet.com for the latest weather and radar online anytime. I'd appreciate it. Have a great weekend. And remember, for local news 7 days a week, your source is right here. Paper News 24/7.
At Zons Floor Covering, we don't offer washers, paint, or lumber. Floor covering is our expertise for your home or office. At Zons Floor Covering, we offer luxurious styles of carpeting and realistic-looking vinyl patterns, and we do it better than anyone else. You'll fall in love with the possibilities at Zons, all backed by professional installation, superior personal service, and our 3-year installation warranty. Stop by Zons today and see why we want to be everywhere you are.
Southmont sophomore Dan Barrett was the only Montgomery County wrestler to make it through the first round of regional action this year. He placed 3rd in the Sagamore Athletic Conference, 1st in the sectional, 3rd in the regional, and 5th in the semi-state 125-pound class. Barrett has been named the 2010-11 Wrestler of the Year by the paper of Montgomery County. He was also named First Team All-County. He is joined on the first team by Crawfordsville's Ryan Bean, South's Chandler Moore, South's Dylan Rogers, North Montgomery's Nick Borda, South's Vince McCaslin, North's Graham Lowe, North's Andy Klein, North's Isaac Myers, North's Austin Long, North's David Odell, North's Ty Webster, North's Colton Snyder, and Southmont's Chandler Burkhart. Be sure to check out today's edition of the paper for all the other teams for wrestling's 2010-11 season. Don't forget to follow Montgomery County Sports at The Paper Sports on Twitter. That's your local news for Friday. For more information on these and other stories, visit our homepage or pick up a print copy of the paper in Montgomery County. For Paper News 24/7, I'm Candace Shortman. You stay classy, Crawfordsville.